Hamilton's back on the Chicago stage for an encore run. It just opened at the Nederlander Theater right around the corner from our studio.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is the Tony winner, of course, who created this phenomenon. He's actually in town right now and talked to our Jose Sanders just a few hours ago. And Jose is live in the studio with us today. What a fun afternoon for you, Jose.
You know it, Judy. Judy and Rob, I've done lots of Zoom interviews with Lin-Manuel Miranda, but this first time I actually had a chance to sit down with him in person. He calls Chicago a consummate theater town with rousing and generous audiences. And Lin is hoping we will welcome Hamilton back. I think he can count on that.
My name is Alexander Hamilton.
Hello, sir. Good to see you. This show's been all around the world. Why is Chicago so important to Hamilton and that legacy?
We love Chicago. It really has been the second home for Hamilton. We opened our second company here. We watched Chicago embrace that original Chicago company. Singing at Cubs games and just basically becoming a part of the fabric of Chicago.
Tell me why it's important for people to experience it live in the theater as opposed to a streaming experience.
There's something about going with your friends, going with that loved one, going on a date, being able to, planning your day around it, and having this experience that just, there's no substitute for the live experience. It's why we make theater. It's why we keep coming back to theater. One of the reasons Hamilton continues to reverberate is because it is about these very flawed people at the founding of our country. People say Hamilton's political. I think the only really big political insight it has is what's past is present. The fact that these really flawed people were all trying to get their way, and as a result, we live in the country that they set the rules for. The original sin of slavery. There's so much gun violence in our show. There's so much gun violence in our country.
You've accomplished a lot in your career, in your life. But most people still think of Hamilton. Are you comfortable with that being your legacy?
I'm very aware that this is the first line of my obituary, but you can see that as confining, or you can see that as freeing. You know, I really try to see, like, okay, so what else can I get up to while I'm here? First line is handled. First line of obituary is handled. This thing went way beyond anyone ever could have dreamed, and now I really try to work on projects that I hope I'll learn from and bring with me to the next project. I'm just trying to get better and with each project I write.
This time around, Hamilton is at the Nederlander Theater through December 30th, right around the corner from us, guys.
Kidding.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.